start recording.
Sometimes you gotta live.
If I don't say that ain't go back, correct me. I be trying to look for things that everything. Whether it's the men that's trash, whether it's the women that's trash.
I'm in the spot with the Grammy, yeah. I've been there niggas hand me that. Numero uno millennium. I turn every bitch into a pop star. I'm in my glow. I had struggles. Listen, I just was telling you about this.
Yo, it's your boy SB Hot Star. We here on the HTG podcast where anything goes. And as you can see, we have already got started. We're live streaming on YouTube, live streaming on Instagram. And if we have any technical difficulties, please forgive us because it's our first time. So at the end of the day, we are here today. And today is a special segment. We call it the HTG Street News. We got some people in the building. Can y'all introduce yourself?
Yo, it's your boy Cash, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We live, we living, and we here, baby. What's up with it?
Hey guys, it's Portia. It's my first time here, so hey guys.
Hey you guys, it's Portia. It's my first time here.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. So
don't be nervous.
I'll have a better intro later, but it's your girl here to weigh on my perception on whatever these two ninjas gonna talk about.
She's a new co-host. She's the devil advocate when it comes to the women.
Listen, I'll take that.
And we getting into it. We got a silent assassin, Miss Ebony, in the building. What's up with you?
Yo. Yes,
Eb is in the building, boy. Hey man, we back after that Sean Milley live podcast at Upstate Hookah Bar and Grill, I believe. First time back, new setting. Still brought to you by Beloit Clothing, and we're gonna get straight to it, man. So y'all already know when the HCG podcast, when anything goes, we got 5 rules on this podcast. First rule is to be yourself. Second rule is to have fun, and rule 3, 4, 5 is drink. I'm gonna take a shot. Everybody else probably done took theirs.
Hey man, if y'all on that Instagram too, man, go hit the link in the bio and follow the page, man. We here.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all hit that link in the bio, man. Go check that live out on goddamn YouTube, HTG podcast. But man, we're gonna get straight to it, man. So first thing I wanna know is, how was your week, Portia?
My week was good. My friend just walked out, Ebony. She's a silent assassin. It's been a good week. I'm kind of recognizing the energy that I'm in right now, kind of stagnation, trying to get out of it. But she called me and just made my week so much better because, you know, a lot of times when you are going through life, you don't realize that you have people around you. So you get into this energy where you mask it and think that you're depressed or you're under some high anxiety. Why is everybody walking away?
Oh, you good.
But yes, so I found myself, you know, in that energy or what have you. And she's back in the room, and she called me today and just checked on me just to see how I was doing, how things were. And that was just so enlightening because we see about these friendships and we hear about them, but I am like really incredibly involved and included with a great bunch of girls. And that just highlighted like on some spiritual shit. So she just like really like made my heart chakra just flutter. It was just beautiful. So that was the highlight of my week, and that was today. So it was a good week.
Okay.
I cannot complain.
Okay. So Cash out. How was your week, brother?
I had a good week. Just work, you know. I got called Jesus twice today. So one more time, I guess I'll be in for something.
What? How old are you, Matthew?
Oh yeah, and I'm about to be Jesus Christ age.
Ah, shit. Look at it.
You gotta be Jesus Christ age, 33?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out you. Happy early birthday to you.
Degrees.
You say what?
My God, yeah.
You say what?
Next Sunday, 33 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, you got to explain it to us soon, brother. You got to explain that to us soon. But like I said, we're on the HTG podcast where anything goes, and this is how we rolling. So at the end of the day, since no one asked me, my week has been very trying, wonderful, amazing, and at the same time been just trying to get over the hump. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that we're here. You know what I'm saying? This really what I look forward to besides what I got going on and what I be doing. You know what I'm saying? This basically what I look forward to is doing the podcast with you guys, with any other co-hosts affiliated with HTG podcast. So now we're going to get past that. We're going to get straight to it. We got HTG Street News brought to you by our new anchor, P. Portia. You know what I'm saying? Our old anchor, you know what I'm saying? Cash Out. Shout out to T. Williams who just walked in the building. What's up with you? What's up with your silent assassin in the building? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go check that page, man. Got a lot of behind the scenes footage. We got that in the streets with Cash dropping on YouTube.
Yes,
make sure y'all check that playlist out. Got a lot of things uploading there.
Page, hit the link in the bio.
Most definitely. Make sure.
Matter of fact, leave Instagram and go to YouTube right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see my phone going crazy right there on the what's the name? But hey man, let's just talk about this madness going on in America, man. We got a lot of shit going on in America for the past 3-4 years. A lot of shootings, a lot of senseless killings, a lot of black on black crime, a lot of RICOs, a lot of this, a lot of that. But we're gonna talk about the madness that.
Might just get you.
Don't say that name.
What'd you say with Rico?
Say that name.
With Rico, don't say that word.
You know
Yeah.
Name.
Yeah.
If your name Rico, you better be in the house. You better not go to. If your name Rico, you better not go to work. You better stay in the house. I'm telling you now, Rico.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You definitely want to do that, man. But yeah, let's get to this, man. Let's get to this this situation that happened up in Buffalo, New York. With the shooter, Mr. Peyton Gendron, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Guess it was 10 people. I'm assuming 10 people killed, 13 people shot. Most of the people that were shot were African Americans. Had a gun with a lot of racial slurs on it. Looked up the Dylan Roof from the Charleston shooting, correct? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. He walked out alive. It's a lot of components dealing with this. So I just want to know, what did y'all think about it when you first heard it was a mass shooting in Buffalo? Let's talk about that.
Thought it was the government. I probably can't say that, but damn, I'm flat us already.
Nah, you good. You good.
I'm just kidding.
You speak your mind.
I'm just messing with you, but no, like we knew it was racially motivated at that point. Like it was just evident that it was, but. I mean, you saw him. I saw a video on TikTok. Unfortunately, that's my new news platform. But anyway, I'm telling you, I follow everybody on TikTok. It's a great platform. Like, matter of fact, we need to be on TikTok live right now.
Yeah, most definitely.
But anywho, it was a girl that was crying because she couldn't get in touch with people in there. And then they were just calmly they probably took his ass to McDonald's or Burger King, got something. You never know. Like, I didn't like that, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely racial motivated. We knew that.
Racially motivated. Was it a black-owned supermarket that he went into?
That I don't know. It had to be in an area where more black people were, though.
Black
so
area. It was a common black area where most black people.
Yeah, because Buffalo. But you wouldn't even think black people were like Buffalo. But I mean, we're in South Carolina, so we probably. But.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my Googleness. They say on May 24, 2022, a mass shooting occurred in Buffalo, New York, at the Tops Friendly Market store, a supermarket in Kinsley neighborhood, on the eastern side of the city. 10 people were killed, 3 others were injured, 11 other victims were black. The shooter live streamed the attack on Twitch, which is Cash Out's new, you know what I'm saying, app that he's saying we should get on Twitch, so we need to figure out about that. The accused is identified as 18-year-old Peyton S. Gendron and was taken into custody. Huh? You say what?
No, he's reading.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I'm giving everybody the background. So he was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder. Basically, he had written a manifesto, described himself as a white supremacist, voiced support for the far-right Great Replacement conspiracy theory. The attack has been described as an act of domestic terrorism, and the incident is being investigated as being racially motivated. Mm-hmm. So that's per Wikipedia, Google. So with that being said, Buddy just went in there catching folks.
Bro.
Playing
What is his
playing
Rico?
Call of Duty.
What is his Rico?
Zombie. Yeah.
What is his Rico?
But I don't think Rico.
Bro, if you been live streaming,
yeah,
you obviously been talking and
He's been in a group.
communicating
It's a
people.
group chat.
It's
People
a
knew
group
about
chat.
this.
People
months
knew about
ago.
it. What
Yes.
is the Rico?
He's white.
okay.
Yes.
But I mean, if you've been in, but if you,
But that's not the excuse for everything.
But I'm saying if you've been in a group chat chatting and things of that nature, and didn't nobody bring it to
they should be charged as accessory.
Yeah, if didn't nobody bring it to the light, you know, RICO is more
Yes,
like conspiracy. They
conspiracy,
building the
yes.
case on you.
But
But
bro, what I'm saying is he had a mental review, bro. He
Before?
been said it in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that they take it seriously to the way the FBI stepped in and said we're gonna monitor this man for the next couple of years and see what happens.
Well, that's not their target. Their target is obviously color.
Bro,
We can't even say black people.
Well, don't take my opinion personally. We're just speaking facts.
Can I be in character?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to be in character.
Go do your thing.
I'm just being in character. But it's like it's been school shooting. So we've been taking school shooting seriously.
Correct.
Right? So if you in school right now, you say you're gonna shoot up the school, and then you have a mental review, that is something to be taken serious.
Correct.
Okay. But obviously not. But let a little black boy say some shit like that. I'm just saying.
But it's not that it's just flying under the radar when it comes to white men. We all know that. You guys are black men. Y'all know where it's been some situations where you guys have been in and white men haven't taken the same harsh punishment you guys may have. So that's something that just needs to be, understood. But we have to not put ourselves in those situations where the Constitution doesn't even back us. We can't go in the system.
There you go.
But we always play the system. That's something good that we want to get on too, because I hear about people talking about, even in these situations where toxic relationships we were talking about earlier, if somebody calls my phone without my acknowledgement, nothing, that's harassment. It shouldn't be I went, especially if they keep bothering you or you're in situations. But no one ever goes to go downtown. I know a few people who have, and I mean that's just the repercussions. Hurt somebody like that. I even tell my children don't fight in school. But this is a public service announcement to anyone that may try to mess with my children. I have taught them to not fight back, but I am going to do as much legal I can against that child. It's they have to learn a lesson. It's going to be a harsh lesson. So it's sometimes we have to use it at our benefit, but y'all know that. So that I think that answers your question, Marquis, somewhat. It is. Because think about it, once you hear about the Sandy Springs shooting and all that shit, you don't hear nothing else about those people. Are they still in jail? Are they And white men can do the most treacherous shit, and they don't go to jail for it's people in jail. Master P right now is getting people out that's got $5 weed charges, and they in jail longer than these white people that's doing trafficking for kids and all that. It's a crazy, that's madness in America.
What are we in the Constitution?
So we're not protected.
Already written up for this type of shit.
Basically.
Guess what? Anytime you buy something, guess what you gotta have? Paperwork. Contract, you got
LLC,
laws,
articles,
you got policies,
all that.
just in it. We still gotta not neglect the fact that what we work in the Constitution is.
Well, no. So because we are still in a world where this one paper that was decided by a bunch of white men at a time where they didn't even expect us to be who we are today, we're still backed by the Constitution. So the thing that the revolution is not going to be televised is something that we got black men out here that can be given back to our communities, because the thing is, to not even talk about the law where it don't protect us, we need to make sure we ain't got shit to do with the law. Now we have the ability to be concealed and carry, keep your record straight. You know what I'm saying? So you can now they got laws that protect us. So let's abide by this law. But to a sense, we need to get more police officers and people in law to counsel these young men on just ways to stay out of it. But it still comes to being able to, like we was talking about earlier, being able to have black men be able to reveal their emotions, because it's not about being seen as something. It's about just staying out of that, that getting out of that perception of our black men. Right now, my two black children, there's a chance of him getting stopped and illegally searched. He needs to understand what he can and can't do, know his rights. A lot of our kids don't know that. A lot of our kids don't know much of that, which is why they get caught in there. If someone drilled into you that you could be an accessory just by hanging out in this shit right here, like you all can get charged for that shit. You know that, right?
But it does. I get what you're saying, but at the same
it takes
time,
more of us though.
It's kind of more. I feel like it's kind of more demasculating who we are as a people.
No.
You
No,
get
it's
what I'm
not.
saying?
We could be strong like that. If everybody,
saying,
we could
like,
be so strong. Think of that. We could be so strong.
I mean, like,
it's not
I'm
demasculating.
just saying, like,
it's
it's just like us having to be in line because of how they want us to be.
No, it's
now,
not.
I get like structure, organization, having stuff to raise our men and knowing that I get all that. But I feel like that's just more on our timing. We have to separate ourselves from that bullshit, is what I feel like. Because they rules and they laws are strictly aimed at us.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's easy for you to tell people, don't get a gun before you get it. And niggas trying to kick your ass and you can go get one.
Yeah.
It's easy to tell a nigga like that, yes, mama, I'm not going to fight back. But once I get smacked a couple times, as a black man holding my energy back, I'm going to fucking explode.
Correct.
That's like not letting a woman, a girl understand, like, if she don't really understand what's going on and you let her go, she gonna go crazy. You gotta have guidance with this shit. You get what I'm saying? If like I get what you're saying though, I understand what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. Where
emotions, but it gotta be, to me, it gotta be more like us building a foundation as a people.
That's what this is.
For us.
That's
what
exactly.
I'm saying?
So it just so we was just on the madness in America as far as how the gun laws and things like that. But the whole purpose is bigger than that, because like you had said earlier, reactions is if something I'm gonna end up hitting her. Your reaction shouldn't be violence as far as that. Like, we need to start reacting in a better way. What I meant by that, as far as let me finish this. Let me finish this though. As far as masculinity, when you were saying that, because what an alpha male is not like fluttered by anything. Like, he has more on his mind as far as a legacy, because he know he can't fuck up stuff. So it's like, in a way, that we're building alpha children to not be just like we're in South Carolina. Let me tell you what. I know everybody been called a nigger. Are we supposed to react every time somebody calls us a nigger? Especially, so we need to lose, like, that's not that. So how would you react if someone called you a nigger, a white person?
How did my ancestors react?
They took it.
You spiritual, right?
Some of them took it.
Hold on. Some of them took it in demasculation. Not being able to release the true nature that I want to. Want me to tell you why? Because I'm under these laws. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm telling you is,
I understand what you're saying.
Spiritually, these young niggas out here is real animals.
Correct.
The shit that they doing, bro, it might be violent because that's programming too.
From
you get what I'm saying? From what they was growing and not having an alpha man around.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the foundations are.
You do gotta
that's
start
what I'm saying.
somewhere, but you cannot just.
Oh, it's not going to change. This is going forward.
Yeah, you can't just put it just like that. But I understand what you're saying. But you spiritually, black men gotta have somewhere where they can.
But that is spiritual.
Like, but what I'm saying is,
crackers
can go out here and do all type of stuff freely.
Somewhere a white person called me a nigga. They the real niggas now. Y'all the real niggas.
This is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They go to like a studio to release like anger and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But that's where it's like new age slavery, because like the RICO case, we use that as an outlet.
See what I'm saying? It's entrapment.
But
so it basically, to me, I just say, like you said, alpha males. It ain't even that. It's just black people as a whole need to build, start investing in each other, start making that money flip. Okay, right now it probably be doing 1 or 2, 3 times now. Yeah. And that's good, you feel me? But we need to get it where it's circulating 6 or 7 or 8 times in the black community. I can go to this black store and get tissue. I can go get that. And that type of stuff is what's going to build stability.
Okay, so how do you form, so think about what you're saying. So what I'm saying is there need to be foundations to produce those children that's going to walk that path and be able to attain it. Because out here gang banging, you're not going to be able to have even the mindset because you're so gang related. So what I was saying, Marquise, is nothing that you weren't saying, because that's you making note on what I was saying. But I'm saying that's why we need to get more into black. Like, it was Jack and Jill coming up. It was a lot of little things coming up. Nowadays, you don't hear about those foundations. So just like you have people in the community, like we talked about, you have people in the community that could be helping these kids. It's not too late. You throwing them away. Not saying like that. Not saying like that. But I'm saying, like, these people like that, they gonna feel emasculated. No, if we change them, because with growth, you change. That's what it's about. Like, I used to cuss people out all the time. You was getting, not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I have facts. Like, but now my demeanor is a lot more calm because I have grown into something, because the way I was going was not leading me to where I needed to be. So I had to change. So that's what I'm talking about, pure change. That's what it is.
But guess what you said? You have to grow.
Yeah, but if I had to do that myself too.
We done went totally off subject real quick.
I mean, I was back
it's still madness in America.
So
it's
madness in America. So let's get back to this Buffalo shooting real quick. So my man is live on Twitch. Your man, he live, he recording everything. So what they caught on camera was he walking around with whatever he got, the automatic weapon or what, semi-automatic weapon. He see a white man. He like this. A man about to shoot him. And he look up, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Whoop, turn back to the right, kept it going. How do you feel knowing, like, so, with white privilege in America, right? With this man, the man that he aimed at, I feel like in his mind, he gonna be like, damn, I live to see another day. But I feel like it's gonna trigger him for the rest of his life. Like, the only reason I'm living is because I'm white. Depending on whether the man was racist or not, for the rest of his life, he got something that's gonna travel in history. Like, bruh, the nigga shot, dude had the gun at me, didn't shoot me, then said, I'm sorry, and kept it moving. How do you think that would affect him moving through life? And then how do you think that feels putting yourself in his shoes? Like, damn, bro, I could have been dead. He's helped me, I'm sorry. How do you think that's gonna affect that man moving forward in life?
I think it could be two ways. I think he can embrace his white privileges.
Okay.
Or he can really see and open his eyes that he really is white privilege and it's not the same with a different race. Because if he look at it, it's like, this black person, I see what they going through now. I seen it firsthand. I'm still here because I'm white. And here go this person. So I think it could be both ways. I think he can actually look at it from both ways. It just depends. We don't know the white man who it is. I wish I could call and ask him how he feels.
Yeah.
I think he can look at it both ways.
We still talking about that.
Yeah. He pointed his gun at a white man. He realized he was white, and he said, I'm sorry. He kept it moving and started, doing whatever he was doing. But just thinking about that man that was like, let's say he was triggered. I mean, obviously he was trigger happy, but let's say he just boom. Then realized he was white, because at the end of the day, it was majority of black people getting killed.
Well, shit, really, I know. I was like, I live thinking, wait, no.
It's gender-based to me. I don't care what nobody say.
Right, so,
that's some agenda type shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, with him having the body cam on, obviously he wanted to, obviously he's trying for people to see it, but just the point, catching that on camera, I'm pointing my gun at a white man. I'm coming in here to shoot people.
But he knew he wasn't shooting white people.
But he knew he wasn't shooting white people. But
so
just
that was a play
point your gun at a white man and then say, I'm sorry, keep it moving. Bro, that's like, if I was that white man, I'd be sitting there like, thank God. But then media outlets gonna try to find this man. How did you feel? Like, now you put his whole life on display for the world, and if he don't say the right thing.
But that's not his fault.
They didn't even put that on the media, though.
Right, but
they didn't even cover that on the media. They covered everything else except for when he was about to shoot the white dude.
But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, though, but like, imagine outlets trying to reach out to him.
The Buffalo shit.
You said they have, or if they are.
I'm just saying, I've been following it up. I'm just saying that one part had stuck out to me. I'm just saying, imagine, like, so with that being said, how you saying it's minute? How you saying they really ain't following it? They should be really jumping on it. Like, bro, what's your opinion of it?
It's propaganda, bro. It's programming. I want you to see killings. I want you to see this to our detriment. Come on, man. Why you didn't show when he was about there's the top head story. If I was trying to get a story and I got that footage, okay, we already know you shooting. But why didn't you shoot him? Let's get on us. We got the camera. There would have been headline. A man comes in, killed 13 people but did not shoot this man. Why?
Well, we already know that. That's like
Man,
that's kind of
it's
like
propaganda,
statement.
bro. To me,
Yeah.
to me, it's
Yeah, but-
propaganda, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah.
if I'm just thinking media, to me, and I seen it, I got the footage. That would be my story.
Yeah.
Headline.
And I really feel you on that, because I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it like in two different points of views. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, if I was him, I didn't get shot, and then they just really just be on my ass, and like, you know how like the person that videotaped, let's say the George Floyd or any other incidents that happened, they be going to them like, how, when you was videotaping, how did you feel? Did you feel for your life with the police? Like, bro, get that man in the seat and put the hot seat on. Like, let that man say, you know what? I didn't die because I wasn't a black American. And then, y'all saying, see what his thoughts is. Because if me, let's say I was racist and I was a white man, and that happened to me, think about it. I mean, people play for the money. Bro, you could flip that into so much. Bro, you can get a book deal. You can be on the shows. Bro, you know what? He didn't kill me because I was white, but I support the black America, blah, 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 this and that. You know, like, people can do shit like that. But I'm just saying, just the point that y'all really not focusing on that part, but y'all saying it's, you know, add to terrorism and it's racially
Like
profiled and shit like that.
And they didn't kill him. So now he about to go in, be reinforced by some other skinheads.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You about to go down as a legend. Give me my death date. I'll wait for it.
Sleep on him.
Come on, man. They about to praise him.
Yeah.
They about to praise him. You go to jail, bro.
Yeah.
You get one of them Aryan games.
They
cut
said
his
that
out
about the
baldy,
other dudes.
tatted up, all this and that. It's
The
on.
Dillons. Yeah,
He
they were
definitely
saying
one of
that.
us.
Yeah,
He done made his spiritual sacrifice to us. That's what it be.
Really? You know they choose.
That's what it be.
They choose
They have,
somebody.
everybody has spiritual goddamn.
If they believe it, it's their belief.
You know what I mean? It be their belief.
It's their belief. That's right.
Okay. Well,
That's what it really is.
all right, well, while we talking about this, I got something for y'all. I want y'all to digest this and let me know what y'all think about this. So we got a little issue. We're going to take this from the news channel, whoever. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play this back. It's a 1-minute clip. Want to tell me what y'all think about this. Woo! I don't know if that's him. That might not be him. Hold up. Still talking the future, though. Listen to this, though.
Gunshots that just wouldn't stop, but she still had the wherewithal to get
Basically, a
out her
911
phone and
dispatcher
call 911.
hung up on
She
somebody.
explained to us what happened next.
And so we taking this
I
from
tried
news
to call
channel, whoever.
911, and I was whispering because I could hear them close by. And when I whispered on the phone to 911, the dispatcher would start yelling at me, saying, "Why are you whispering? You don't have to whisper." And I'm trying to tell her, like, "Ma'am, he's in the store. He's shooting. He's an active shooter. I'm scared for my life." And she said something crazy to me, and then she hung up in my face. And I had to call my boyfriend and tell him to call 911.
Well, people were furious to hear Letitia's story. We obviously wanted to figure out what happened, but
So basically, girl in the store, she called 911. She's whispering because dude's in there shooting. She don't want to be found in the store. The lady hang up on her, so she calls her boyfriend to call 911 so they can report the incident. Basically, they got the 911 dispatcher. Either she's on leave or she's in the process of being fired. He or she is on the process of being fired. Like, with that going on, how do you feel about, hey, I'm trying to call and tell you something. You're telling me I'm whispering, but like, bro, I'm in a devastating moment. Like, what do you think the repercussions for that dispatcher should be, even though they in the process of putting her out or him or her out?
Yeah, definitely fired.
That's some charges.
So some charges.
She should get some charges.
It's probably on what they call it when you don't get paid and then you come back and you have your job. Paid leave.
Pay with. You know what I'm
Paid
saying?
without leave.
Leave without being paid.
Leave without pay. And be able to come back and get your job. Come on, bro. Guess what? You called from 29605. We know you're in the valley. Do you think we kill? No. We know you don't kill. So you can buy. Come on, bro. You gotta look at what's really going on.
Yeah, that's right.
You
That
gotta
could be.
look
But
like, bro.
it sounds like a black woman. I mean, I would hate to say that. I would hate to say that, but it
Yeah.
does sound like a black woman.
And guess
So,
what? And guess what? When it happened, when you give one of them motherfuckers a job,
but it could have been a carrot. It could have been a
they
carrot.
run with it. You feel me? You run with it, goddamn. You think you goddamn all
So it's construction already. They hire the black people that they know ill-equipped to do the job. So
No, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying.
It could be.
I'm
The
just
government.
saying.
The government. It is. Yes, that's what it is. But
Yeah, I think if somebody's calling you and they're whispering, I think you should put on your listening ears.
I mean, you're a 911 call center.
Yeah.
You should expect whispering. They should be training people on whispers.
I'm telling you, but you want me to tell you what? Most people don't operate off their mind. They operate off perception. So if you call me from goddamn the valley and I see it on my screen and I'm tired and my beard on and little Ray did this and that, guess what? Oh, why are you whispering?
No, but what's funny is.
You feel me?
But
That's how
look,
they be.
But let me tell you though, because I worked in human resources, and with those jobs, they have to take like a psychological test.
Yeah, that's true.
So but they're able. These are people like they're taking these tests that are equipped. So what are you saying? Saying this is other shit.
People take them tests just to get paycheck. Boy, sure you know that.
Some people don't pass it though. Not everyone
but
passes it.
People still can pass it and still be crazy.
You're right.
It's
I argued someone about science about that the other day.
It's motherfuckers that do that therapy
Polygraph.
for people.
Yeah.
That's crazy as a motherfucker.
You're right.
That's
You
right.
hear me? You know what I'm saying? They manipulation.
It sound like
Narcissists. You feel me? Women or men or women. You feel me? It's people that get that power and they use it to their ability.
Yeah.
There's people that cheat their way to the top and act
That's what
like
I'm
that
saying
shit
about
don't
Johnny
stink. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how people are. Like I'm saying, like I can picture me at work. I'm not perfect. I can picture me, give me that damn part. Put that shit together and something happens to somebody breaks. I'm sorry, I might not have been on my timing that day. You feel me? But that's how people act though. You know you don't care about them damn parts when you put them shit together.
Come on now.
I'm telling you,
I
man. You
know
see how
that.
police act?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, but
You
that's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? It might be a black police be up there so crazy. You be like, nah, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? But guess what?
Come on,
You
bro.
around them.
That's why everybody
You ain't
needs
around the
balance.
right people at the moment. You around a certain group of people at the time, and you know you got to do what you got to do. You ain't thinking what cousin Jerome there would have done. You get what I'm saying? You're not thinking like that, but it's perception. That's just how people operate, though.
It is.
So sometimes, like, even when people be mad at each other, I might be mad at somebody. Sometimes I just look back at it and sit back how it really look. Because it might be you.
That's what you're supposed to do, which
You know
is
what I'm saying?
reflection.
That's
Not
what
everybody does
Yeah,
that though.
that's what you're supposed to do because it might be you, but sometimes it be on that bullshit.
Yeah.
And it might be his perception or her perception.
Correct.
Based on their knowledge at that
Based
time.
on-
Their
Yeah,
knowledge
and
on
who-
their time.
th-
It's all
that's
based
what I'm
on what they
saying.
know, what their circumstances. You don't know as much as you don't know.
It's
So it's
programming.
it's that programming, being on that autopilot shit. But
Right.
that's a force that
But
you
like
have to
you
make
said,
yourself
with
do.
that job comes a level of responsibility.
It does, and that's what. But that's you're speaking on it, brother Keith.
You
Because Black Jesus.
crazy.
I feel like we need a song. We need to read from a scripture or something like right now. So we need a Galatians for the book of Galatians.
Look at nigga laces.
Look at nigga lace.
Y'all know they say it all the time.
But y'all
But that's true though. That's true. That's real true.
What you got for us?
Nah. Oh yeah, I got. Oh, all right. So look, this is what I want. Okay.
That
So
wasn't
get.
a good segue either.
Huh?
That wasn't a good segue. We gotta try to smooth it.
Which one? what you just said? What we got for us? That was good.
Yeah.
All right. So look, today's podcast is episode 152, HTG Street News. You know what I'm saying? But Greenville, South Carolina.
Sound good coming.
Right, I don't know. White Horse Road.
I got it out.
Listen, the Mexicans got the restaurant and they got the kilos moving
yes.
in with the
Fucking
food
Queen of the
trucks.
South down here in Greenville,
Bruh.
y'all. We been
Guess
missing
what?
it.
Listen,
I was so mad I
Guess
heard
what?
about that.
listen.
Johnny, go pick up
Look,
that 20
I had to Google. I had to Google how much was that because I didn't know they was putting like 8.7. Like how
We out
much
here
stuff is
still
that?
playing. We out here still playing trick games. Guess what? These motherfuckers really running under your nose.
Bruh,
Why?
listen.
Serving.
So listen.
How y'all think they was doing it? Like coming out on a platter and giving it to them?
It was basically.
I'm joking.
They had
joking.
They had a restaurant, right? I think it was called. Let me see what the name of it.
Los Carbonos or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Los. Yeah, whatever y'all said. Yeah. Yeah, so basically they got an indictment. Basically, bro, listen, they bringing in meth, cocaine, marijuana, and they said it was from a cartel, La Familia,
yes.
Based out of Mexico, and then also the hub was in Atlanta, Georgia. Mm-hmm. Basically, they got information in Georgia, which led them to South Carolina, and then led them to the restaurant. So they had the restaurant with the food truck. I think it was up there, White Horse Road by Berea, like Berea area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But bro, you going to get some tacos, doing your thing. What? Like, I'm gonna make this funny. Bro, y'all got meth everywhere. Y'all, hopefully y'all had y'all gloves on, because when y'all fixing my tacos, y'all putting meth in my tacos.
That's why they coming back.
That's why they coming back. The bitches was hitting.
That's why they coming back.
Put a little meth sauce on. I meant hot sauce.
Let me get 2 of them tacos. That's why they coming back.
Yeah, that was one of the big things that happened this week in Greenville. Like, just, we think, like, not we, but, just the African-American community. We got our kingpins. We got our people that's moving shit, doing things of that nature. But, bro, like, they literally had a restaurant. They've been running it since 2019.
Shit for the amigos.
They got structure, bro.
Yeah, structure.
It's an organization. They have a whole organization. How do you think they survived so long? Yes, cartels been around so long.
Due to our trauma, it's all for us destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
speaking of trauma, you don't think they got no trauma?
Oh, they definitely.
Yeah,
they grown into their family.
They got trauma, but
families.
they family legacy and history and all that is intact. They know Senior El Hablo the 8th.
And they think it's right too.
So. They know them. We don't know our 8th grandpa. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no recollection of that shit. They know that shit.
The niggas said they had 1,000 kilos worth 75 million.
You said what?
They said they had 1,000. They done accounted for 1,000 kilos of meth for over 75 million. But see, what you just did, that was a great segue. Do anybody watch Ozark in here?
I'm telling you.
I ain't watched the new
Y'all should.
You ain't watching the new season?
I watched the 3rd one.
You watch it? You don't watch the whole thing?
No.
You ain't got. Damn, we got to get to that because we real late on the Ozark. But boy, the Ozarks is something serious.
Let me tell you.
I ain't finished it either. But when you on social media, motherfuckers tell you everything.
That's what they like. Oh man,
what is Ozark? You got Netflix? Do you got Netflix? Do you got Netflix? Do you got Netflix?
Nah, well, I got it already.
Well, you need to watch Ozark.
Are you on Facebook?
Just for business. Really, like I just made Facebook
Tyler,
last year.
you don't get to ask any more questions.
I got me feeling bad over here.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah. You need to go watch Ozark.
You gotta watch Ozark. So
I want to tell you, just start season 4. Cause it's gone now.
Our next podcast, we can give y'all an update on Ozarks, even though we like 5 weeks.
Well, I've already finished it, so I'm gonna need you people to catch up.
Ain't no need for a spoiler alert. No need for a spoiler alert.
I mean, I should just let this shit out the bag, but I'm not gonna do it.
Did anybody go out this past weekend?
Did I go out?
Shout out to the Dream Team. You feel me? For the 90s party. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out all day, all night. You know what I'm saying?
Had a party for him.
Where?
Right now, I forgot.
You don't remember the name?
6131.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Where?
That's the address.
You been there?
Guilt spot. I think it's Big Guilt spot. Shout out Big Guilt. Sorry for that sorry for that commotion and shit.
Oh, the venue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. I didn't hear.
Venue.
Well, that's the name of the Old Hudson Cafe. Oh, but on that road though. Okay, yeah. I was about to say that.
Okay, with the okay. Well, we just moving right along. Got a few things to get to before we get to some other shit. So with the I know everybody's been aware of the YSL Rico. Okay, so not to really get into details about it, this is what I want to know. Do you feel like once you accumulate so much money, A, government target you, B, you need to separate yourself from any organization that they may deem a gang, And 3, when you have an active DA and someone that's new in office or who's been in office that's really going after gang activity, how should you handle yourself when you're at the top of the food chain? Because I'm gonna correlate, I'm gonna compare this to El Chapo, because I've been watching a bunch of documentaries lately. El Chapo is the face, El Mayo is the background. Chapo wants to do interviews and things of this nature because he wants his girlfriend to be in movies and things of this nature. So then, you know, broke out of jail twice. They telling you they're going to come get you. And they came and got you. Now you're over here in America. You might not get out. But then again, he might not be in the jail. But with the YSL thing, them getting Young Thug, Gunna, and all the other associates with it, they got a state RICO case with them. And then with them saying they got wiretaps, they got proof of this and that. How do you feel they should move? How do you feel about that? And then what do you think about just when you successful, how do you separate yourself from your ties? Just like, how do you separate yourself? Like, if you hit the lottery today, how you separate yourself from your family? You feel me? So how do y'all feel about that situation and how they're allegedly targeting the YSL record label, which is Young Stoner Life, not Young Slime Life?
Well, you feel like they're targeting them?
I feel like they said Young Thug and Gunna definitely paid bails for X amount of people to get out of jail within the last year. Then they're saying that.
Well,
so is it a target or is he doing shit that's crime and he's going to jail
Since he been 11 years old, he done been a hot young nigga in the street.
I know, he talks about
You
it.
feel me? And they been tracking him since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
He been in too much shit. You feel me? He done acquired fame. So you know they coming out there.
They've been watching him.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we know how we do. The emotional thing is black men, we gonna take care of our people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the emotional thing that we would do. The smart thing for you to do is to veer away from all that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But we don't do that. You feel
Correct.
me? Especially when you came from the mud, talking about niggas you done had shootouts with, niggas you done almost coulda, you know what I mean? This all you really know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
they
a
give
different
them
type of
niggas-
bond.
Well, they
You
give
feel
him
me?
money when you can put your friend up like LeBron. He made his friend
Yeah, but guess
managers,
what?
but you just give him
And
money.
we know
to teach
everybody under us will get them the money, and guess what they'll do with it?
you. Yeah.
You can try to teach them, and guess what they'll do with it?
They're gonna do the
But
opposite.
the emotional thing that we would do is what?
They
Still
gonna
get
give the
to
money.
'em.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's
You
what.
feel what I'm saying?
That's why
Instead
it
of
should
doing
be
the
something
smart
up.
thing.
The smart thing.
You know what I'm saying? And us as black men, that's one of our emotional qualities. We would definitely let our homeboys bring us down.
Correct.
That's not. That's a majority. That's.
We
I
would
can't even say that's a
not
majority.
all
But
of
it's a good.
I'm just saying, I'm speaking in a general term. We know it's always, I mean, a slight few people that's not like that.
Well,
But
you got.
majority-
Everybody has a story of that. Like who do you know who's never been cheated on?
But majority of men,
It's like a
especially
fear.
like my age to coming up,
Yeah.
these niggas gonna go through it with their homeboys.
Yeah.
You
I
feel
can't
me?
speak on that. I'm
You
not.
know what I'm saying? No
I think
matter
it's
like,
different.
you know
That's
your,
that's
you know your
different.
homeboy.
Men and women.
But that's
This
men
though,
that's in this
men,
caliber.
you don't
though.
know it.
You know, we know the
Want me
other.
to tell you why you don't know it?
Our
Because
friend groups
men-
can't talk like this.
You
know
don't
what I'm
know
saying?
it because men don't get to express it.
And then with men, you know, when you got
You
money,
can't-
You gotta be flashy too, because you know.
But it's also a difference in upbringing and things that produce. Like it's not. I get what you're saying. Like, I totally understand.
Yeah.
From where I'm from, I seen those men. Okay,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't talking to nobody that don't know. Like
Where you from?
I'm from Fleetwood.
Okay.
I'm the district. You feel me?
But so you
we just want to make sure we
yeah,
get a
like I
proper
have
introduction.
But well, you know, they'll learn me.
They'll learn.
Like
They'll
this,
learn.
Portia, I know
But no,
who
but that's
you
but
are.
that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I'm saying. So like when you have people who come from such an area and have experienced or like rubbed shoulders with other people, you see it's a whole nother way. And it's just the pedigree of which they were. Like you could take a street dog to a motherfucking dog that's going to the groomers and all that. They can't coexist in those habitats. So when you are able to escape the matrix in a sense, and you see red, but you also see yellow, and you see all these other colors. Like that's what I'm saying. But I totally understand what you're coming from, because
it's
that's
like,
what
cause
you
gotta,
are
cause
coming
you gotta,
from.
Cause you gotta look like some motherfuckers
I
can't.
understand that.
Some motherfuckers can't cope with that shit.
I understand it. That's why I talk so much about
When
mental
I say
health.
that, I mean like, damn,
That's why I talk so much about mental health. I had to overcome it. I can only, I'm young Lucci. I can only talk about what I've been through.
Take their family
just
on,
in that case, not the Rico shit. Because you know I'm talking.
They can't cope without not being in that limelight, not having their name, not because that's all they really know. Even though they growing, but you can't dictate how people grow up and when they grow up.
You can't dictate.
You know what I'm saying? And all you can do is speculate and be like, damn, I wish that nigga didn't do that. Damn, I wish she was a good girl. That's all you can do. You can't dictate what somebody gonna do.
Hold on.
We don't speak that over our lives.
Let me ask y'all this. I don't know why I keep putting these heavy. I gotta make sure I can hear y'all. Tell me this.
Let's incorporate it.
So then, let me tell y'all this. We in a new set. We in a new sexy setting right now. So wish everybody could see it.
It's nice.
Yeah. So tell me this. Like, so when it boiled down to it like this, you know what I'm saying? This is basically off what we reading on social, cause social media is our news. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say everybody don't watch CNN and that, but social media is our news or whatever. So basically what it boiled down to, you got YSL, you got YFN. Lucci is incarcerated because of some shit they said, you know, it was a drive-by shooting. They pushed the dude out the car, this and that. Rest in peace to Lucci homeboy. They saying that, YSL affiliates had something to do with Lucci homeboy getting killed because Mr. Young Thug rented a car from a place and this and that. So we just taking all this stuff. So Atlanta is winning right now. You got all these different affiliates, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, when you label yourself, I feel like this. When you label yourself as part of a gang, or they think that you are a gang, because they got the laws out there. They got laws, you got the gang laws or whatever. Whether you say you're a company or a gang, in the eyes of the law, they're going to try to paint you how they want to paint you. You just got to have the money to back it up. So I think in this situation with either Lucci or either Thugger, Gunna, the rest of the affiliates, I feel like it's going to be a money play. What can you pay your lawyer to figure out how you're going to get up out of here? Bro, you just bought 100 acres. Your label or whoever representative just bought you 100 acres to create your own playground for your community and things of that nature. That's Young Thug. Lucci, you just dropped one of the hottest mixtapes. Signed the artist, I forgot his name. He had a hard song, and then he got some more people on his label, and then you're in your own caliber too. Like, bro, if I'm the boss, I don't want to be affiliated with nothing. Don't nobody even need to know my number, where I stay at, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can have that thing. Just like the two twins that was dealing with the El Chapo. How the hell two twins from Chicago got the number directly to El Chapo for all this shit? Because they end up turning and then, you know, snitching on him or whatever, find out where he at, blah, 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 all this stuff. But when it boils down to it, Lucci in the same prison, in the same jail that Thug in. Now they saying Lucci lawyer like, I need an emergency bond hearing because we need to make him get bail because they done assassinated him more than once in the jail. It don't matter what they're gonna do. They're gonna associate that with Young Thug. The law is gonna make it go after the top. You gotta cut the head off. Hey, knock the head off, the body gonna fall. You feel me? And it is what it is. So it's like, I just figure like when I make the money, I need to figure out how to disassociate myself with these people, and then I'll tell a motherfucker like this: if I put you on payroll, this is what you're doing. You're not doing that. Because at the end of the day, I think they are great people. They are giving back to the community and things of that nature. But that DA, that woman, when you listen to what she said, we're targeting all gang members, whether they multimillionaires or they the nigga on the block. We need to clean the community up because X amount of percentage of violence in the hood or in our communities coming from these gangs. And that's just bottom line, bro. So, like, when you know that, how do you goddamn move better? Like, shit, I ain't never heard besides the documentary with Birdman, all that blood, this and that, all this shit. Bro, I ain't never seen a nigga go to jail that I know of. Now, you know he went to jail when he was a younger person, but he still promotes that type of shit in his music, too. And he damn near 50, or if he 50 plus. You get what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is, like, bro, how do you separate yourself from that? Just like Casanova, the dude from New York, he just pleaded guilty to whatever, like, just because you see a nigga on social media or videos, but they don't mean they really up there. But like he just admitted he admitted to like participating in shooting at somebody. Like, but when you see him do it,
That don't mean they up there.
I'm just saying, bro. If I'm worth millions, I'm not finna go with you. But not just saying you like you my homeboy. Hey, bro, nigga said something to me. I'm about to pull up on him and we about to scare him up. Shoot, bro, I'm worth millions of dollars. I'm not finna pull up with you doing this and that.
Bro, but look, go ahead.
I think it's levels and like it's. I know us being not that part. We look at it like it's the easiest way. But you know it's different tasks, and once the higher you go, the more stuff you do. You can't just be like, nah, nigga, I ain't about to go with you.
Yeah.
Because you high up. So it's easy for us to say that, but for them in that situation,
It ain't really easy.
Why it's easy for Scoop to say it? Because Scoop ain't been in that atmosphere most of his life.
And don't want to be in it.
So guess what?
Yeah.
If
It
I
ain't gonna
got
be in it.
$10 and I'm in Greenville, and I know these niggas in Greenville, I don't know niggas like Scoop. I know the slums. You feel me?
I ain't
Guess
fucking with
what? You think I'm gonna have a bunch of niggas like Scoop with me when I'm worth the ticket? You feel
Be
me?
around the
If
killers.
I'm gonna make sure me and Scoop got
Need
killers
bodyguards.
around, niggas who gonna do something. Cause guess what? You know what I mean? We all say, yeah, you can get the security officers and whatever else, but guess what? If I pop this nigga, if I smoke this blunt, if I do this and this, guess who gonna really tell them? The security officer.
Yeah.
The bodyguard.
No, what I'm
That's
saying
who really gonna tell them.
what I'm saying
You
is
feel what I'm saying? So once again, you know what I'm saying?
But what I'm
even though we
Mafia,
know it's
Familia
not
Cartel,
smart,
they go down with
we
each
know
other.
it's not
It's
smart,
comfortable.
but it's the life they in.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you choose that life.
Yeah,
That's what comes with
But I
it.
understand the life, but what I'm saying is how you say is levels and structures to it. What I'm saying is basically this. I mean, and whatever going on with it, the state and the feds, they already did their investigation. You know, the state or the fed don't really come at you unless they got some shit, whatever. What I'm saying is, it's easy to say what you would do if you was in the position. But I feel if I was in the position, I would have to have level, like, bro,
Yeah.
you're not, like, not you, but little homie, little 18-year-old Rodney, you ain't even got my phone number. You don't even know where I stay at, bro. You 20 people away from me. You can be like, oh, HTG, you can wear the shirts all you want. HTG, I'm doing this, doing that. But I'm telling you like this, bro, you don't know where I stay at. You don't know what I'm doing. All I'm doing is I'm sending niggas to the hood. Hey, we doing free giveaways. Here go y'all book bags, this and that. Because I don't want it to be represented as a game. But what I'm saying is, you got to have, it's just more about the structure.
Shoot, now you scared and you don't come around.
No.
Yeah,
Understand what I'm saying.
Bro,
I understand what you're
bro,
saying.
Hold on,
bro,
listen.
bro,
Hold on. Let me finish talking.
Go ahead.
Listen,
It's okay.
you know who Jay-Z is, right? You see how he talk about his past and all this stuff? Bro, I'm telling you like this. Jay-Z looked out for 21 Savage. Like, he looks out for people, right? But you think Lil Bobo from around the corner in Marcy Projects gonna be able to walk up to Jay-Z with a pistol on and be like, hey, I heard you had a problem with Lil Wody.
Before he got his Fed case, yeah. Before they got caught up in that Fed case, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Can
but
I just say one thing?
I'm
As
telling
far
you,
as the YSL
it's
thing,
the American way.
I mean, we understand that. But one thing we have to understand that, in a way, like you're asking, at first, your first initial question was how much, or you think it's a money play. Well, this has happened for some days. Like, money play, they would have been out. But we have to understand that if they
It's
are
gonna
being
drag.
held,
it's gonna be drug out.
it's going to be drug out. But we have to understand that if they have been picked up by the federal government, they have sufficient evidence
They get state.
on these people. Whomever.
Yeah.
They
got
are
it.
picked up.
Yeah.
They have somewhat evidence on him. And then what incriminates him more is his songs. You asked how much. He said he gives the lawyer.
Too many.
I mean, period.
I might not-
Slapping.
And I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. You should not be using nobody's lyrics to
Yeah.
prosecute them.
He said-
Well, because it is entertainment in a sense.
No,
but
no,
yeah,
but
I get
bro,
both sides of that.
When you rap the song, okay, but when you actually read this shit and hear about the situations he been in, and then he's talking about I never killed me nobody,
Right.
but I got something to do with that body.
Right. I let
Like,
that stick. So gun position.
Who are you talking to?
Here you go.
So YFN body,
Right.
you didn't kill him, but you had some.
Period.
It's like,
So going
I
back,
get it, though.
let me
Yeah.
get back. So
Even
going
though
back
it is
to that.
freedom of speech.
It is. So going back to what you were saying about legacy and things like that, how you should act. You should act as if you have everything to lose. But they have evidence. I think I even heard someone was telling me today about he's talking to people while they're still in jail. So Lucci's lawyer, move him for the sake of his life. Because another podcast that we have to get on is what's snitching. Because if I'm up 100 years, I'm telling on somebody. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling. Excuse me, sir. 3 exotic broads and I got them certified. I wanted to do that so bad. Sir, it was the third Thursday of the month. And I remember because I went to Cairo's that day.
Guess what? You're going to go back to jail and it's up.
Put me in witness protection. I don't even like it here. But look, I don't even like it here.
But like you said,
they're going to get the guard.
I'm going somewhere else.
Keith, like you said, you like. But look, how you said you was like, oh, you scared to come back home. But like, listen, like if you in the hood, and like me personally, I'm just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I support everybody, whatever. Woo. But when you get up, it's gonna be that one nigga be like, oh, I don't really like him. He gonna want the stripes, right? They gonna like, let's say you my right hand man, and then you like, really, I'm really doing this shit for y'all. Scoop just supporting it. Hey, if you take him out, you the man. They really like, damn, Scoop been doing a whole lot for us. He just come around when he come around. My thing is this: when you get like, once you go corporate, I think it's a way for you to still feed the streets.
It is.
But I think it's a way for you to figure out. I'm not in their shoes, so I don't know about the gang shit. I don't know how they shooting. Listen, I don't know how they shooting, and I don't know what they doing and all this shit. Bro, but at the end of the day, when you get signed to a label, they buy into who you are, right? Once they buy into who you are, they market who you are. Market what you do. Like your boy, what's his name? Your rapper you like listen to, Young Boy. They said Young Boy just turned down millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, he worth way more than that. But I'm just saying, what does he rap about? He got the great songs.
He rap about emotion.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, when he get mad, he rap about some whatever he want to rap about. But what I'm saying, what our culture likes embracing is more like, you know, it's gang violence is not really, gangs is really not more about the gangs no more. It's about popularity. So all I'm saying is the labels buy into that, make all the money off of you. You make a lot. If you make $100 million, they done made 250. You feel me? They doubling and tripling what you making. But what I'm saying is, then you get in this bind, you'll realize who really there for you. So like right now, if Young Thug there, Gunna there, YFN, Lucci there, he been in jail for damn long time, so-and-so there, the underlings, you got, like when you at the top, you got to think about, what did I tell Young Rody? What did I tell Lon John? You got to figure out, like, what the fuck did we talk about? You feel me? Because the niggas that's facing the 50 years, you don't know if they're going to turn on you. All I'm saying is, I hate that the situation happened. I don't understand their lifestyle. I watch it on social media. I listen to their music. But I hate that it happened because, boy, you just got 100 acres. You worth a lot of millions. You doing shows for $500,000 a pop, bruh. You feel me? $500,000 to show up on the stage for an hour.
Well, I don't think this will hurt them. I mean, especially if they, you know, sometimes this helps boost. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's going
downloading the music.
Like his strength, like they boosting that shit, but he still sit behind the sales.
I mean, but he's comfortable. Look how he did Martha Stewart. You don't think he'll get out? They might make an example of.
No, I don't think he'll get no bond. I don't think he'll get no bond, but I think it's gonna be. They better be playing. Hey, listen, they better play chess. They gonna play chess.
They got too much. They got too much. And then he got caught with them silencers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a convicted felon, but he got caught with them silencers. You gotta do them. He got caught with guns like T.I. had. You gotta do some time for them. We ain't throwing them out. We got them out your house.
Like that's why I said in the beginning, it's a money play.
It's all new way of slavery. Like I said, like that situation with Young Boy. He was worth like $25 million. He was signed the executives for maybe 50.
Yeah.
So even though like YSL behind the bars, the white man still making money off of them.
Yeah.
So it's new age slavery, but like I said, they just glorify gangs because they know
But,
and that's all I'm trying to get everybody to see, like, bro.
But gangs are the American way.
Yeah, and that's not, hold up, before we go into there, all I want people to see is this. We are the culture, we are America, we are the world, and these motherfuckers.
You can't say that now, because Kendrick Lamar said gang,
No. I'm not, I didn't say that. I'm talking about the black man, the black woman. We are the originators, and I can't get into it right now because we're in the HTG podcast. We've been going for almost an hour.
Gangs been forever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, People
all that.
People gravitate to us. They take from us, and then they move forward. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They take what we can't, like this podcast right here. Somebody can take our dynamics, what we've been doing for the last 3 years, and they can put it on YouTube, and then they can go further than we ever went because they got a different connection. Other than that, I really don't know. I ain't gonna say too much, but that's it. But all I'm saying is this. I hope YSL get out. I hope YFN get out. And I hope goddamn we can make some great music and we gotta stop the black on black crime.
I
and
mean,
that's it.
So
you feel me?
You hope they get out, but what if he is guilty of all of this stuff?
I still hope he get out. A lot of people guilty for shit. Yeah, I hope he get out because they black millionaires. Any black millionaires, hey, I wish you the best so you can make the right decisions and make the community better for us and make more black millionaires.
Yeah.
You feel me? Whether they bad millionaires or black millionaires, we got good white millionaires and bad white millionaires. Don't nobody complain. Don't nobody counsel. Don't nobody do none of that. So guess what? You know what I mean? And majority of them was birthed through game. If you do your research, a lot of them be connected with mafia and all that type of shit. It's the same thing. They just more construct. They just got the dynamic down pat. They already done went through that stage. Wait till it be million black millionaires, and then we're gonna see what life gonna be. We just living it right now because this is what, you feel me? That's just how I feel, bro.
That's what we talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
go back
just like right now, it's a process, but guess what? You starting to see that money rotate.
Yeah.
Not just once, twice, 3 times. Imagine when that money start goddamn.
Yeah, imagine when
you know what I mean? For real though, when that money flowing, and then you start to see like, why would I be in the game? Like young niggas now, why would I be in the game? I might as well make me a cover line route, do this, promote myself. That's these young boys now. You get what I'm saying? That ain't niggas my age.
That go back to what I was saying.
That's these young boys now.
Turning it around. Turning it around.
So just by the shit we doing, we learning. It's the stepping stage. It takes lives to sacrifice to make better lives for other lives.
Okay.
That's
make your mark in the world.
With that being said, with a lot.
I don't take shit overboard.
Yeah, that's your perception.
Now with that being said,
it's a whole other podcast.
Look, Eric, listen. I don't know. You know, we try to keep it to an hour and a half type shit. Everybody, hey, give me y'all. Listen, we gotta start on time. We gotta start on time.
Who thought was it today?
Nobody's really. We just you know. But I just want everybody to get their final thoughts on like whatever you got on your mind. Give us the segue to next week. We don't know if we're gonna have a guest or not, but we're gonna reach out to a few guests. Try to see if we can get them on. But give us our segue to next week. We're gonna start with Portia. We're gonna go to Cash Out. Then we go to T-Will, Ebony. Give us a good idea for next week for things we can talk about.
Okay, so if you've been here this entire time, then you've had a chance to see Marquise's, Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Perception of things, and you've heard mine as well as Scoop's. So basically the whole ordeal is mental health. All of the shit that we talked about has had something to do with mental health by way of emotion, what you deem emotional masculinity or what have you to, if you're a male, whatever you deem for it to be a female. It's just, it all correlates with the mental health, how you're feeling, your decisions you're making, and being able, because perception is perception, but you have to have the knowledge and understanding, because everybody's perception don't make sense. Like, it's what they think based on whatever they've experienced in life. So I think the segue should definitely be about that. We had another topic as far as racism and do we matter? Well, we're going to get a whole bunch of different perspectives because mentally everybody's on a different level, you know, and things like that. So I think the segue should definitely be focused on that. And maybe something, since there are 2 males, and Marquise has touched upon this, because sometimes it sounds like you resort to violence. Based on, I mean, you're talking about smacking
See what
somebody.
I'm
No.
saying?
Listen,
That's
this is
perception.
based what you. No, based on it's perception based on what I heard you say.
You can't
So,
do
but
that.
yeah, no, and that's I'm not even saying
She's just
that.
giving her
So you see
segue
what
to
I'm
that.
saying?
No,
That's
we're
an
not
issue
trying.
right
We're
there.
not trying to have a
That's an issue
debate.
right there.
We're just.
That's an issue right there.
No,
I
you
haven't even finished speaking.
This your
You didn't know what I was about to say.
We're just giving you a
That's
segue
the issue
to
right
that.
there.
We're just
You
giving.
didn't know what I was about to say. I'm
That's
sorry, I ain't
been
gonna
happening all day
No,
for me,
no,
so.
yeah, because maybe there's some resistance, and we all need to do that. As far as that, because it's about listening to not only just to respond to what you hear, but listening fully. Because a lot of times when it comes to mental health, a lot of people feel like they're not even being listened. Some people don't even know. Like I told y'all earlier, my friend, like I go through stuff, and here I have someone in my circle that can help me, but sometimes we feel alone. That's mentality. Like everybody's struggling with that shit. Go on Facebook right now. Scroll down your timeline.
All right, P.
All right. Segue mental health.
What's your segue for next week?
I'm gone.
I'm saying is,
He tripping.
You can't leave yet.
I ain't leaving.
Mental health. T. Will, what's on your mind
You
since?
dive on,
I ain't
so
gonna
yeah.
lie, Portia kind of hit it on like she hit it. Mine's gonna be mental health and like the different outlets for black men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody go through it different ways, different situations. It's just I feel black men we have to go about it differently. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't talk to therapists and shit like that.
Yeah.
I hate fucking with y'all, because black men we kind of we single out
Yeah.
who can kind of match us.
Yeah.
I can't go to this white therapist because he's not gonna.
Yeah.
But see,
But you don't want them to.
listen though. But see, even what he was saying
I don't
though,
think you understand if I
with music and stuff like that, the scientists already understand the type of beats that make us roar in the inside, bro. It's
That's
not
a good-
just the. It's not just
Right
a
there.
perception thing.
I'ma
It's
hit it.
a real.
Marquise hit
It's
it. Marquise.
a
Marquise,
real
you hit it.
science to it.
Think
Like
about it.
I can play a beat like
Yeah.
this.
And you talking about
and you can just
producers.
be chill.
It's more white
But
producers
then
and Jewish
808
producers than black
Like
producers.
that
All
808,
that. Look
why
at
do you
that.
think 808 hits so hard?
Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that 808 so like that. That's why everybody ride the 808 now.
It's a
new
vibration.
frequency,
It's a frequency.
and it's a
I
new
share.
hertz that we done tapped into, and they know what it costs us. But that's all I was saying. But
Yeah,
I'm just keeping
that's the same shit.
Preach,
And that's
go ahead.
mentality.
I'm not
Ed-
preaching.
Ebony-
That's the mental health.
Ebony-
That's real shit.
That's what
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, when I listen to young boy, and he be
Well, we
talking
know
about
that. We talk about that shit all the time.
emotional shit. That's
We
why
talk about
I
that
be
shit all
tapped
the
into
time.
that shit like that.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
then I
rare for men
realized-
to do this because y'all so much in like you said programs. So you definitely escaping the
We
thing.
all programmed. not
We
just
all
me.
no I wasn't speaking to you. No, I wasn't. No, just based on the way that you had spoke today. Like you, cause your perception, you only speaking on that. So which means you kind of in your community. It's
I
like
mean,
you
I'm
can't.
just speaking on men because I want you to know that I would deem men fault just as well as I'm gonna deem women fault in the future. Because women don't like to deem they self fault.
No,
And
not
men-
all women.
So
Not
you
all
gotta-
women. Do not put us in these categories.
Hold
You
on.
cannot put us in
See,
these
y'all trying to
categories.
go somewhere else.
See, so we
Yeah,
already
save for
understand.
that.
It was gonna be
Ebony.
mine.
Ebony.
I was gonna agree with Ivory / Portia about mental health, but to have the men and women perception and perspective of it to understand, because I think the thing we get mixed up, some women don't understand men and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's hard to get across. But if you have somebody to explain it to you from the same sex, it's easy and it welcomes more. A woman can't tell a man how to go through something, mental health, anything. It's hard to tell them because we look at stuff different. Men are more logic, women are more emotional. So we're gonna look at stuff differently.
Yeah.
So when it comes to mental health, you have to have different perspectives to be able to understand. Like they'll understand each other or women.
But we have to be careful with that because we're in a world
Hold
now
on. No,
where
no,
people
no,
deem
no,
gender-
no, no.
So we can't be specific. You know.
No, hold on.
Cause
See,
I was
wait,
like-
next week.
But we will.
Yeah, I'm not saying
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I know some men that are in more of a feminine energy than their masculine energy. That's all I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
say one more thing.
I'm gonna give y'all 20 more minutes.
No, we don't need 20 more minutes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. We don't need 20 more
Scientists
minutes.
have studied that most of the food that we eat has something in it called
I
like
say,
microbes or I gotta
Micro-
get the
Huh,
name.
we're gonna get back to it.
You know what I'm saying? But they've been feeding it the frogs and they turned the male frogs to females.
Okay. Kate, repeat what you said for our segment next week. All right, no. You know what? No, you ain't got to repeat it. But I'm gonna piggyback on that. I think next week we're gonna have a conversation about mental health. We're gonna have a conversation about emotional health, physical health. But my conversation would be this. Now listen. Dealing with a male and a female perspective. When you have let's say you're known for something. You go out your way so you can prove that you're not in that same light. Your significant other don't understand that you go out the way and they think it's cool. But when you bring it up, they might be like, oh, you do this, you do that. But at the same time, the main barrier is communication. In communication, you have to be detailed with your communication. Because a text and a non-answer may lead to something. A text and a response may lead to something. Or a phone call, or whichever, however you communicate. But I feel that we as humans, we as people, we like to live our own lives, but when you're connected with another person, depending on how you deal with it, it's not a problem to bring certain things up, certain flaws. It's always room for improvement on communication. That's how I feel. And I feel like we can have a conversation about that. We can have a conversation about what's accepted, what's not accepted, and then whatever goes on throughout the week. But hey, we on the HTG podcast. When anything goes, I want to thank all my silent sessions. I want to thank T. Williams. I want to thank Ebony. You know what I'm saying? We live and we streaming. We going to keep this up. You know what I'm saying? Cash out. And Portia, can y'all tell everybody where they can find y'all at as far as social media, things of that nature?
I don't.
No. We're going to work on her social media page for the HTG podcast. Cash out. Can you tell them where they can find you at?
It's your boy Cash Out. You can find me on Facebook, Cash Out Keys, on Instagram, Cash Out Keys 74. I'm about to drop that 74, but you know what it is.
Hey man,
No, I don't. You gotta
hey,
tell me.
we'll talk about it off camera. You already know it's your boy SB Hotstar, Instagram, Facebook, SB Visions, Facebook, SB Visions on Twitter, SB Visions Entertainment, SB Visions LLC, and you know HTG Podcast on YouTube, all audio platforms. I want to thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for the new regime that we got here. I want to shout out all my co-hosts, Gorgeously Red, Killer KJ, Dirty Diana, BM, Bob Marley, Not Your Baby Mama. I deleted it. Trey Bean, High Life. Missing anybody? Big Eye. And all my silent assassins. I don't know if I'm missing nobody else, but hey, I want to shout out y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Hey, I want to shout out Pete for coming through. Cash Out always here. T Wills behind the scenes. You feel me? Ebony, New. You know what I'm saying? Silent assassin. But hey,
Like, share, subscribe, man. Hit the goddamn.
Hit the button.
Pay something. You don't mind a dollar.
Yeah. Let me get out of there. Hey man, we in the
Fuck with us.
Hey, brought to you by Beloit Clothing, man, 864 Street Capital. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We up out this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.